Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please welcome my very special guest, the Ultimate Warrior!
When the Ultimate Warrior came to big-time wrestling, we expected a spectacle. Instead, we got a nightmare behind the scenes. It started the morning of the show. Warrior texted, "No cash, no show." No prior warning, just a demand. He skipped out on the radio interview he'd agreed to, claiming his phone was broken. He refused to sign any mail order items for fans, but would sign stacks of photos for a friend. Because, as he put it, I owe him. Warrior refused to associate with anyone in the locker room, instead sitting in his car until it was time for his appearance. At the next show, he was 2 hours late. Then he started signing everything for free and wouldn't stop. Not until we brought him a fan to cool off. Once the autographs were done, he left immediately. He never set foot in the ring, even though that was part of his contract. And when it came to accommodations, he required a private hotel, no other wrestlers, not even support staff, just Warrior, alone. Some wrestling personalities believe this is because he was worried about being challenged. It was the Ultimate Warrior's first and only appearance in BTW, a chaotic experience we won't soon forget.
Speak to me, Warrior! Gotta make the Ultimate Warrior strong again. Hello, Boston. Warriors of Boston. I come here this evening just to sign some autographs, spend some time with many of you who, once again, we spent some time together many years ago. You know, when I was a kid, the best stories were the stories that started with "Once upon a time." And many of you adults out there that got little kids, you'll remember when those kind of stories were told. When I was in my WWF career, creating and performing the Ultimate Warrior character, I never thought to myself that that character would become part of a once upon a time story. And all I'm going to say, I'm sure you can find Hogan someplace else. Why don't you just sit down and be quiet and let me talk to the Warrior fans, okay? Look, all I wanted to say, in this world 25 years later from the time of the WWF, it seems people have lost some of their decency or respect or manners. And I want to talk to you here tonight who still have some and still want your kids to grow up with some. All I wanted to say is thank you. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my very soul, for supporting me in my wrestling career. I have become the man I am today. I have become the man I am today because you got behind the Ultimate Warrior character, and I want you to know how much that has meant to me all these years later. Thank you very